Who can I call when I'm down and I'm stuck in my feelings? Who can I call when I'm out here in these streets on a mission? Who can I call when they pull up because some shit just got weak? Mama told me not to trust you, so my Glock coming skinny. Who can I call when I'm down and I'm stuck in my feelings? Who can I call when I'm out here in these streets on a mission? Who can I call when they pull up because some shit just got weak? Mama told me not to trust you, so my Glock coming skinny. Who can I call?
So today on NewbieVeT, we got a special guest. We got my boy Uptown Joe.
Yo, what's good?
What's going on, King, man? How you been doing, man?
I've been good, man.
Okay, man. So what you been up to, man?
Shit, life. Focusing on life. Like, trying to build myself as a better person. Really,
okay,
yeah.
Okay. Got any new music, anything coming up with?
Yeah, I got a new song. It's called Traumatized. It really kind of speak on my past life and my father not really being there. And it's kind of like, that's kind of like a way for me to vent. Like, yeah.
So how did, like, I know a lot of rappers, like a lot of rappers go through that with the fathers not being in the household. Like, a lot of people don't understand that really affects a kid or really affects a child growing up. Like, what's some of your experiences growing up like that? In that type of environment, you know, father not being around.
Kind of like, it's like you young, so it's like you don't really understand the aspects of life or like what's gonna come when you get older. And it's like watching my mama. It's kind of like that's how I had to learn everything. Like I watch her struggle, I watch her cry sometimes, and then in my head it's like I see other kids like with their dad, and it's kind of like where mine is, you know.
Right.
But it's like I ain't really like beat myself up about it until like I was like older, till like where I started to understand like. Once I became a father myself, it was like, it was a blessing. So like in my head, it was like, why wouldn't a dude want to actually take care of something like that?
Right. Boy, 2 years old, right?
Yes, sir.
2? Got one on the way?
Yeah, I got a little girl on the way.
Okay, man. How I feel, man?
Yeah. At first, it was like when she first told me she was pregnant, like I was in the room, I was playing 2K. And then cause we supposed to take it together, but you know, females, they be rushing. So she in the bathroom. Next thing I hear, I just hear, ah! I'm like, oh Lord, I'm like, what's going on? She's like, I'm pregnant. And then it's like, I just seeing tears come down her face. Yeah. And it's like, from that point on, it was kind of like in my heart, like it was something that was meant to be.
Yeah, okay, cool. So you were signed to GZMG?
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Okay. So how was that experience with that? Like, you know, how everything went with that?
As far as like the music, like they kind of helped me find like myself as who I was, like musical wise. Cause like me, like I'll write some trap music. Like I was making all kind of music to the point it's like as myself, like if you asked me what genre I was, like I wouldn't even been able to tell you. But it's like they kind of like helped me find myself as to what kind of music I wanted to produce and make. But it was like, it was too much of like in-house drama going on. It was like, it was more arguing and disagreeing than business. And then it's like, I kind of like felt like I was being used because it's like, I could have stayed by myself. Yeah. But most importantly, like, it kind of made me a better person. Simply because, like, I don't know, it's like sometimes like when you making music, it's like you don't make it for nobody else. Right. It's like you make it for yourself. You make it for how you feeling inside. Right. And like sometimes I feel like they'll try to change it. Like I'll make some trap shit. Well, now you need to come like this. You need to write this. You need to do it like this. And it's like as a person, like that shit get confusing. Yeah. Cause you got to deal with your own demons in your head, and you got other people try to steer you the way they want you to go. Right. But it's like at a certain point in time, it's like I realized like regardless of who I'm signed to, who I'm making music with, like I'm gonna make that shit for myself. Right. Like that's the most important thing as an artist. That's why you are an artist. Like people who paint, they ain't nobody gonna come in and tell you, hey man, you gotta paint this shit like this. Like you can't critique something. Like if you believe in somebody, you gotta believe what they giving you.
Right. Yeah, man. So how long were you signed to the label? How long was it?
I would say close to almost a year or maybe more. Like I wasn't really paying attention to like the time wise. Like it was just, it's like once we hit the ground, like rolling, it's like it was rolling for a little minute, then it was like a pause, then it's kind of like we was stuck. Then we hit the ground rolling again. And I don't know. It's just like it's just kind of hard, like to not bring your personal life into your business.
Right.
Like that's what majority of situations. That's when they hit rock bottom. Like when everybody got the same plan and mindset, but they personal shit. Yeah. It sometimes get in the way of it.
Yeah. Why is it like that? I mean, I know it's like that. Dealing with a lot of labels or dealing with a lot of independent companies is always. You start off in the beginning the same page, but then it always frail off. Is it an ego thing, or is it everybody wants to be the person that has the answer to it? Like, what's your
how I would say is kind of like it's like everybody want to say so. It's kind of like if like say like a label, like they sign an artist, their goal is to make the artist blow up.
Right.
Simply because if that artist blow up, oh shit, you about to eat.
Right.
And that's the thing. It's like people be so focused on a game plan to the point where they don't even fulfill it.
That's true.
Because it's like you'll lag. Like you'll get stuck sometimes. It's just like with me in my situation. It's like I'll be thinking so hard over stuff. It's like to the point where I ain't even doing it. I be stressing about it, but it's like I'm not even fulfilling what I was supposed to be doing in the first place because I'm so worried about everything that's going on.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like I had like to get myself up out of there. I had to like start actually talking to God myself, like asking me asking him like, where should I go? What should I do? Or like who should I believe in? Right. And it's kind of like he gave me the answer like yourself. Yeah. Like regardless of what label you on, whether you independent, whether you making music for you, the females, the streets, it's like it has to come from you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So who influenced you or who helped you get to the point where you are today as far as an artist, music-wise, creativity, know your route, know your plans and stuff? Like who all influenced you, you know?
I would say my mother and my wife at the moment. We engaged.
Okay. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, appreciate it. But like yeah, they kind of like helped me because it was a time like where I felt like I was like when all the label stuff was going on. It's like I kind of like felt like I was like by myself. And it's like I told him I was like I'm by myself. Like I feel like I'm alone. Like when it comes to it.
Yeah.
And it's like I kind of told them how I was feeling, and it's like they adapted to it. Like let me know like we here regardless of what you have to go through.
Yeah,
like,
she always had the support.
Yeah, I always had the support, but it's like sometimes like it's like me. It's like it was times I was looking for support from my city, but it's like you don't need your city.
That's true.
And it's like that's another thing I had to break myself out of. Like I'll post a video, like to show you like that it's sitting at like almost about to hit 19,000.
Yeah.
And it's like I ain't get the big head when I got big numbers, because it's like at the end of the day, like views to me ain't nothing.
Right.
Like views ain't nothing. Like when you're not getting paid for it.
That's true.
And it's like I don't get the big head because like at the end of the day, that's just people seeing your music.
Right.
It's like once it gets to the point where like I'm actually getting paid for it, then it's like I'll put my mind to that. But as far as like lately, I've just been concentrating on the music, making sure that's where it need to be. Because without the music, you ain't got nothing.
That's facts. So so Dylan, as of today, you're an independent artist, right? Solo.
Right now I'm working with Straight Bank.
Straight Bank. Okay.
Yeah.
How's that going?
I mean it's going pretty good so far.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Straight Bank. Never heard of him. He's from Augusta.
Yeah, he from Augusta.
I might check him out.
Yeah, that's my big bro right there. Like he really be making sure like I'm straight, like with the beats, the music, and then it's like I could send it to him. It's like he told me like off dick, like you ain't gotta change shit. You ain't gotta change nothing. Right. He said I put my faith in you, and I'm investing in you for a reason. Mm-hmm. And it's like yeah, I'm gonna make sure like, cause you only get so many chances in life, and like I see this as my chance. To like actually go somewhere and be something. So it's like I'm gonna use that to my advantage.
Yeah, that's what's up. So man, so before we slide off, man, any shout outs you wanna give?
I wanna give a shout out to my mama, Angela. I wanna give a shout out to my girl, Yaz, and I wanna give a shout out to 2600. Yeah. Yeah.
Also, how can they follow you on social media?
You can follow me on all social media at Uptown Joe, Uptown Joee.